So that
Oh, I wish it was that.
that wouldn't be called an antagonist because they're the same muscle. Is it? I mean, but they're
It's an
doing
antagonist
opposite.
to
Is
itself.
it?
Well, remember
How'd
we
you say
talked
it?
when we were talking back in biomechanics about a force couple?
Mm-hmm.
That's an example of a force couple. Where you've got forces that pull in different directions for the same end result. Okay? So, shoulder joint equals the glenohumeral joint. So we're off a shoulder girdle and into shoulder joint now. Okay, so it's your scapula and your humerus. So we know our motions, right? Flexion, extension, abduction, adduction. Come up to 90, horizontal abduction, horizontal adduction. Come here, so 90 degrees of abduction, elbow flexion. If I come this way, it's external rotation. So out, this way is internal rotation. Okay. So if you get it down, you get external, internal rotation down low too. So if you think coming in, you go to your internal organs, out is external from that. Okay? So if I do here and come here, boom, internal rotation, external rotation. Okay? Did I miss anything? I think I got them all. Okay. So it's a very mobile joint. We have very few ligaments. We've got lots of ligaments that are kind of hold the clavicle in place, but not a lot that hold actually the head of the humerus in place. There's like one tiny ligament. Okay, 9 muscles are primary movers of the shoulder. Nine muscles are primary movers of the shoulder. Here's our picture of all our motions. You've got that in your book too. So let's talk about the joint a little bit first, and then we'll go into the muscles that do the work. Okay? So we know that the shoulder, so the glenohumeral joint is going to be a ball and socket joint. It's a ball and a socket, but that socket is very, very, very shallow. Like the whole ball doesn't really fit in the socket, does it? So this is where we see a lot of that roll, glide, and spin. Okay, so the arthrokinematics. Okay, it's a ball, so it's got a roll in there. Okay, it's got a, as we flex and abduct, okay, that's got to glide downward in the socket so that we have the most available surface in contact with that really shallow socket. Okay, and then we've got spin that happens with our rotational movements. You know, one of the big things that we want to just be reminded of is we've got motion in 3 planes with this, okay? So it's one of the most movable joints in the body, but it's one of the least stable joints in the body because it's, we give up stability for ability. Okay? And we've gone over this stuff quite a bit. The piece that I'm going to add on here is the labrum. So we know that that glenoid fossa is very, very, very shallow.